10 fascinating facts about Antarctica that will blow your mind. Welcome, curious minds. Today, we're venturing to the southernmost part of our planet, a continent covered in ice, untouched by time, and full of secrets. That's right, we're diving into the heart of Antarctica. While it might just seem like a vast frozen wilderness, there's so much more to this place than meets the eye. From extreme temperatures to astonishing ecosystems, Antarctica is a land of wonders. In this video, we're counting down 10 incredible facts that will change the way you see this icy world. Let's get started. Let's kick off with the basics. Did you know Antarctica is both the coldest and driest place on Earth? While most people think of deserts as hot and sandy, Antarctica is classified as a desert because it receives so little precipitation, less than 2 inches annually in some areas. Yet despite the lack of rain, Antarctica holds about 60% of the world's fresh water, frozen in its ice sheets. If all that ice melted, global sea levels would rise by over 200 feet. That gives you an idea of just how massive and vital this icy expanse is. And here's the kicker. Antarctica is the only continent with no permanent residents. Instead, it's home to scientists who rotate in and out of research stations throughout the year. But don't mistake its remote nature for insignificance. As we'll see, Antarctica holds secrets that are key to understanding Earth's past, present, and future. Brace yourself, Antarctica is cold. How cold, you ask? In 1983, temperatures on this frigid continent hit a staggering minus 128 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 89.2 degrees Celsius, marking the coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth. Most of the continent stays below freezing year-round, and during the long polar nights, it plunges into nearly unimaginable cold. Despite these extreme conditions, life has adapted in incredible ways, as we'll explore in just a moment. But first, there's something else you should know about Antarctica's unique geography. Beneath all that ice lie surprises you wouldn't expect, including Antarctica isn't just a frozen wasteland. It hides a mysterious, unseen world beneath its surface. One of the most fascinating discoveries in recent decades involves subglacial lakes. These are liquid water lakes sealed beneath miles of ice, untouched for millions of years. The largest, Lake Vostok, is buried under more than 13,000 feet of ice and could harbor ancient microbial life. As if that weren't enough, Antarctica is also home to subglacial volcanoes. Believe it or not, there are active volcanoes erupting beneath the ice, creating unique environmental phenomena and melting portions of the overlying glaciers. And we can't forget the bizarre blood falls. This eerie red-stained waterfall flows from a glacier and gets its crimson color from iron-rich water that oxidizes when it reaches the surface. Despite the harsh landscape, life finds a way. Antarctica boasts an array of wildlife that has adapted to its extreme conditions. Perhaps its most iconic residents are emperor penguins, the only penguin species that breeds during the brutal Antarctic winter. These survivors huddle together in large groups to share warmth, enduring months of darkness and freezing winds. Seals are another fascinating species thriving here, especially Weddell seals, which can dive to incredible depths and stay underwater for up to an hour. These adaptations allow them to hunt under a thick layer of ice. And it's not just large animals, there's microscopic life too. Extremophiles, tiny organisms that can survive extreme heat, cold, or salinity, live in environments as harsh as subglacial lakes. These microbes might even help us understand how life could survive on other planets. Antarctica's human history is every bit as fascinating as its geography. For centuries, it was the mysterious blank spot on maps, luring explorers into daring pursuits. British explorer Captain James Cook was among the first to cross the Antarctic Circle in the late 18th century, but it wasn't until the 1800s that humans first set foot on the continent. In the early 20th century, the race to the South Pole captured the world's imagination. Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen triumphed in 1911, beating British explorer Robert Falcon Scott by just weeks. For Scott's team, however, the return journey ended in tragedy, cementing their place in history as symbols of endurance and sacrifice. Exploring Antarctica wasn't just about glory. Scientists today study its ice cores to unlock secrets about past climates, helping us understand how our planet's climate is changing. One of the most intriguing things about Antarctica is that it isn't owned by any single country. Under the Antarctic Treaty, signed in 1959, the continent is reserved for peaceful purposes and scientific research. Military activity, mining, and other potentially destructive activities are strictly prohibited. In an age defined by territorial disputes, Antarctica stands as an example of international cooperation and shared responsibility. Antarctica is truly in a league of its own, even when it comes to time and space. The South Pole lies at the intersection of all the Earth's longitudinal lines, meaning there's technically no fixed time zone. Instead, research stations use the time zones of their home countries or major supply hubs. To make things even more mind-boggling, during the summer months, Antarctica experiences 24 hours of daylight, while winters bring 24 hours of darkness. Imagine trying to plan your day when the sun doesn't set for months at a time. Antarctica does more than just look cool on a map. It plays a critical role in regulating Earth's climate. Its ice sheets act as a giant mirror, reflecting sunlight back into space. Meanwhile, the freezing waters of the Southern Ocean drive global ocean currents, affecting weather patterns across the planet. But Antarctica's future is under threat. Rising global temperatures are causing ice to melt at an alarming rate, contributing to sea level rise and posing serious risks to coastal communities worldwide. Understanding and protecting Antarctica isn't just about saving penguins, it's about safeguarding our planet's climate systems. We're nearing the final stretch of this journey, but there are still some surprising tidbits worth sharing. Did you know Antarctica is a hotspot for meteorites? Its stark, icy surface makes it easy for scientists to spot them, giving us rare insights into the history of the solar system. And speaking of extremes, Antarctica is home to some of the largest icebergs ever recorded. One particularly massive iceberg that broke off in 2000 was the size of Connecticut. Not to mention, long before it was a land of ice, Antarctica was lush and green. Fossils reveal that dinosaurs once roamed this very land, and scientists believe tropical forests existed here over 100 million years ago. Antarctica is more than just a frozen continent. It's a realm of extremes, full of surprising life, untold history, and essential lessons about our planet. From its towering icebergs to its tiniest microbes, Antarctica inspires awe and curiosity. As we wrap up, let's remember that Antarctica is one of Earth's most fragile ecosystems. Its well-being affects us all, making it a place worth protecting. Who would have thought a seemingly desolate land could be so important to life on Earth? If you enjoyed uncovering these 10 amazing facts, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Together, let's keep learning about the wonders of our world.